Friends, I am following up our ladybug story with a ladybug craft, several different crafts you could do. I'm going to start with something the rockets can do. They can find some red paper, have a mom or dad. I found some items around the house to trace. Parents, I would suggest that you give them a starting point by giving them an edge to start on, tracing that circle, letting them practice cutting. Thumb in the little hole, fingers in the big hole. This is a tricky one to cut. You're going to have to open shut them and do a little pushing. Cutting out the ladybug's body. You're also going to need some black paper to make the head. Again, find something, use the same circle, but just do a little half moon. I can see this black when I trace it. You might have to use a white crayon or a white colored pencil. It's a little hard, but I can see it. Yellow crayon I think would even work. So again, cut out that head. Here's my ladybug. Just kind of match up the head and the body. Now she's going to need some spots. So I had a very large paper cutter and was able to cut out some spots. You might have a handheld, then your child could try. Work on those fine motor gripping skills. You could draw them in. I'm going to put this ladybug on a vine. So I have a green marker. I'm going to make a vine on my paper. Maybe I can make it thicker. You can color it in. Give it some leaves. Now I made one ladybug. You are more than welcome to make more than one ladybug. You could use Easter grass for this too if you have it. Give her a little meadow to lay in. Give her some flowers. Let's give it some leaves. You can color that in. I am going to glue her down, so you know the drill. Glue on the paper, turn it over. Glue it where you want it, and then flip it over. Match it up. Now I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's her spots. Now she needs eyes. I happen to have some wiggly eyes from back in the day. If you don't, you could draw some eyes on her. Cut out some whites. And there's your ladybug sitting on a vine. Now I have a different idea for anybody that's up for the challenge. I'll move this off. Put it up here so it's out of the way. Whoops. Okay. I have an idea for people that for my friends that want to work on numbers. I thought you could get index cards. Now I'm going to do just 5. You could do, actually maybe I'll just show you 3 and you'll get the idea. So I traced a circle here. If you'd rather cut a circle, you can certainly, what I did for this, I did a little bit smaller. I found the lid of my salt shaker and I traced it. You could trace it on paper and cut it out. Same thing. You're going to need some black. So you're going to need to use the same circle. Cut a little half moon. If you're gonna cut and paste, again, It's a little hard to see. I can see it. You might want to use yellow or white, but I can see this ladybug head. That's if you want to cut and paste it. This one I can paint. I actually am gonna color in her head. This part will be black. I don't know if I have black paint, so I'm gonna use a marker. That marker's a little dry. Oh, so is this one. Well, I hope your markers are in better shape than mine. But I'm gonna give her a head, and then I'm gonna try very carefully. You can paint this, you could use marker, you could use crayon. The trick is, you're gonna have to do, well, for me, I'm gonna do 3. You can do 5, you could do 10. I don't know if you could do up to 20, friends. That would be a challenge, but certainly you can stay in the lines here and paint in your butterfly. Paint in your ladybug. There she is. She has a lot of paint on her. And at this point, since she has paint, I should be able to stick my dots on her. Now, there we go. Again, if you have eyes, friends, you could put eyes on every single one. You could make eyes. You can give her antenna if you want. Oof. These are a little tricky. Maybe your fingers are better at this. But the idea is that you, my goodness, you make 3, 5, or 10 cards, and you practice your numbers. I'll show you in a second how I get all these numbers on here. Oh my gosh. Such troubles. So I have different ways you can make the ladybugs. There we go. There's her eyes. This ladybug has 1, 2, 3 spots. So you're going to write, or an adult is going to write the number 3. If they really want to get fancy, they can write the word. I even found some stickers. So here's the number 2. I can pull off the number. Do it that way. So this ladybug needs 2 spots. I'm going to need to glue her down. Flip it over. And you're going to need to put 2 spots on her. 1, 2. Again, you can put eyes if you want. The idea is that you are counting and making the right number, corresponding the right number of dots to each ladybug. Again, I would encourage you to do at least 5, maybe working all the way up to the number 10. You can do it with paper, paint, crayons, you can draw them. But the idea is that you are matching the number of dots and the numeral itself down here. And if you want to get fancy, you can put the word. Practice your numbers. Getting ready for kindergarten.